On here today, kind of following up from last week where I left off when I did strength training basic workout to enhance bone building. If you came on and watched me last week, it was all about menopause, health and exercise, nutrition, all about menopause health. And I've started running a course for that. So if you are interested on it, then check out on the timeline or on the grid or on my website, gaylabbey.com, for more information on that menopause course. It's out there to support you ladies and to help us be more informed about this period of a woman's life. So moving on today, that led me to strength training in a packet, basically. So we need to look at what are the common faults that happen with strength training, because so often I see a lot of people on the cardiovascular machines when they are trying to get fit. It's the first go-to, isn't it? You bomb onto a treadmill or onto a cross trainer. It's one of the easiest ones to get on and think, I'm going to burn some calories off and I'm going for it. And fair dues, if that's bringing your cardiovascular health up, it's a good place to start, okay? It's good for mobility, it's good for your cardiovascular work, but what it won't do is get that definition in your body. It won't give you any bone density building. It won't enhance your metabolism like strength training does. It won't build your strength up, and it won't build up your injury prevention like strength training does. I have been a go-to of strength training all my life that I can remember. First, before cardio, that's the one to do. And touch wood, where is it quick? This one will do the frame. I don't suffer from any injuries. I never have, no matter what challenges I've put my body through. If I've gone into marathons and things like that, I've always married the strength training together with that program. So let's look at strength training faults. What goes wrong with that? Okay, so what do we see? If I stood at the back of the gym, and a public gym, and I saw what is happening, people come in and they don't warm up, first of all, and they go straight in on a program with the heaviest weight that they have got on, if they've got a program, or even most people are just keeping it all in their heads and going for it. And there isn't a warm-up set, and or there isn't any mobility work around that will enable them as they move forward to, again, prevent injury, or to be able to work up to a much heavier weight in the long run. So think about that. Number one, not warming up. So how you can warm up: a lighter set, okay, and more reps, or some mobility training, 5-10 minutes of mobility training where you target all muscle groups and you're warming your whole body up with some semi-body weight squats, rotations, arm movements, and rolling around. And if you want more on that, I'll be doing a mobility program to warm up for strength training later in the week. Poor technique, oh, it's a devil. And one of the worst places for it are these body pump classes. You know, body pump classes, because you just bomb in there, and very often, you know, ego over common sense in there. And people who've never done a squat before, they haven't got their range of movement right, or a deadlift, they have no idea how to do a deadlift, and they're not really listening to the instructor because the music's on in the background and they like that music and they're going to go with it. And actually that guy is putting a much heavier weight on than me, and I'm not having any of that. I'm going to put myself in a bit of a competition with this guy next to me. Don't do it. Okay, poor technique. Get yourself some proper instruction from a trainer and who has come recommended to you and knows what they're talking about. look for the rating on a trainer's profile, maybe if you're going online, see what ratings, what the comments are that are on their feed, that it's positive comments about their instruction, and then you can go and sign yourself up with the trainer there on that. Just for a few sessions, if you can't afford a lot, but most of us can. It's about investment in you. How much do you want to invest in you at the end of the day? How high a value do you put your body as an investment for you to put the right things into it and get the right instruction for a long term? It's a lifetime commitment. Working too fast with the weights. So you pick up a weight and you go in at a double tempo, let's go, and we're gonna like swing fast, let's go. And you know, basically that isn't resistance training. Resistance training is slowly coming up and resisting it going down, okay? You can work with different tempos on that as you progress through in your training programs and you want to shake it up a little bit. But again, do your research, understand why you are changing the tempos in them. That's a bigger deep dive for another day. I will come back to that. Too light. Well, again, I really like the fact that people in the gym are picking up the light weights and get the technique bang on first. That is so important to do that. Get your technique. Once you've got that technique, you will become demotivated. You will become demotivated very quickly if you don't see any changes in your body. And if you're not putting the correct weight on and you're not progressing with that weight, then you won't feel any benefit after a while, and you will cease to see any changes in your body, which will demotivate you, and you'll jump back on the cardiovascular machine and say, that hasn't worked for me. I was getting far more out of it on the cross trainer. So too light for too long is not good, okay? As soon as you've got the technique, if I have clients come to me and they are brand new beginners, I can't tell you how fast they progress over time. They will double the weight that they started on, triple the weight probably on certain exercises, most definitely within about 3 weeks. It's so express, but basically you start off light, you see what your after effects are in your body, because if you're aching too much, then you won't want to go out and work out again. So your rest and recovery is important on that. Later on the program, we talk on that. So there you are, too light. We've got 10 tips. I've only done on number 4. So focusing on imbalanced muscle groups in your body. I'm not pinpointing any particular gender here, but there is a certain element of people standing in front of a mirror and trying to improve maybe biceps, chest, and looking at that. And so building a program that is heavily dominant on chest and front of the body only. We call it looking after the mirror muscles. And this is going to not only not benefit you by, again, injury. It's a high risk of injury doing that. Looking slightly deformed as well, maybe, you know, having great big muscles in the chest and then nothing in the back, you know. No leg training and this big upper body here, maybe, you know. So it is a case of balancing all the muscle groups out. That is for posture, injury prevention, symmetry in the body, which is what you are looking for, and definition in the right places. Also understanding some of the unilateral training that you do, so working one side of the body maybe in sets and then moving to the other side of the body, so that you are seeing which is the weak side, which is the side that doesn't have quite as much range of movement, and working on those things that your body's shouting at you to pay attention to. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 6, moving too fast out of a program before you have seen any gains in it. Again, change is what the body enjoys, but if you are moving onto a program before you have fatigued those that progression. So for example, if I were to start you off, said, right, you know, Sue, go off, I want you to do 12 reps on this, okay? And then when you have done that, I want you to do that for 6 weeks, okay? So maybe 3 weeks in, Sue comes to me, she's now not feeling anything at 12 reps. So I check, see maybe, for example, if she can do 17 reps, if she can do 17 reps easy, the weight goes up and we push forward on that. When I change it is when I'm seeing that actually we aren't getting any more progression, we can't push the weight up anymore in that exercise, and we've plateaued, okay? So when I come a plateau, then I go, pull you back in, change the program, bits of the program, not all of it even at that point, and then we tweak it, see, because there's still things that can pull out of it that will be highly beneficial to you in your body changes. If you change too quick, you're not going to see any change, you're not going to feel the best strength gains in it either. So it is important to listen to your trainer and not think, God, I've been on this program for a while. There's a reason. If your trainer's given you a program for a while, there's a reason. If your trainer's given you a program and you've only done it once in 3 weeks, no point changing that program, except for motivation. If you came to me and you said, Gail, I don't like the program, I'm finding this exercise really difficult, or that program bores me, I'd want to know why, I'd want to know again what you want to achieve out of it, and we'd look at changing it. So that's when we would change and we'd move a little bit quicker onto a different program. I would think, you're not getting the value out of that program, but if you're not going to do it, then no point in giving it you. Next, pushing through wrong pain. Oh dear. So we're back, sorry, I don't know why that went down. So we've finished on that one, pushing through a program quicker. This one we're going on to pushing the wrong pain. So anyone who's new to weight training will feel discomfort. Those last 3 or 4 reps need to be a real effort and you're really keeping strong technique. So let's use the bicep as an example again. If I say to you, right, let's do 10, and you're going nice and controlled like that, and I stop you there, then you're not going to have got the full benefit out. Even if, right, and again, people say to me, Gail, I've done loads more than 10. That's because I'm watching you and you haven't got any struggle. Today you're working really well. Everything's really easy. So we need to give you more reps and check it out where you're at, because something, whether your diet's changed overnight, you are getting more strength. So I want you to go to fatigue for me just to check out. So we're going to push as it gets to the last 3, 2, and 1. Okay, that is mild discomfort. It is discomfort, and the more you get used to that discomfort, the more you can push. But it is knowing what is the discomfort. So if it's sharp pain, it's wrong. Sharp pain is not. Dull ache, okay, is is right. Okay, so what the difference? Strength training, you tend to get like and I can't do anymore. All right, that's when you know you've reached the end. Endurance training, you get this long burn because it's lighter weights. You get a long burn and you seem to go on for a while, and then you go, oh God, I've got that much burning in my body. Strength training is slightly different. You get like, oh, can't do another one. It's different type. But there should at no time be excruciating pain. If you've got pain in your shoulders or anything like that, then no. Pain after exercise, that's another topic for another day. So pushing through the wrong pain, copying someone's program that isn't suited to you. Okay, yeah, I've done it before. I've been to the gym with a friend and you know, we've had a great workout together and I've enjoyed it, and a one-off now and again doing somebody else's program is really good. But if you've got long levers of your body, and you're training with somebody who's got short levers, who's more muscular and a different body type to you, you're not going to need the same program as them, okay? It's not going to work for you. So don't copy your friend's program. Get your own, get one that's suited to you and your body type. You'll see, because again, going back to your progression will be a lot different than your friends. So that's where it's good to go into the gym together, maybe do your cardio together, warm up, or cardio at the end together on your treadmills. But when you're actually doing your program, some of it should be different. Okay, next one. So too heavy. So we did too light, and the opposite is too heavy. And I see that again. Ego tends to come through when people training in a group, into group fitness classes, that type of thing. Don't want to be the one that looks weak in the class. Don't let your ego take over. You won't get further forward. You won't see progression faster by going heavier before your body's ready to go heavy. Okay? You can, if you are going heavier, right, then it may mean that you change your program and do a different type of program that is, instead of doing, say, 10 reps this week, you are going to shake it up and you're going to do 4 to 6 reps on exercises because you want to build your strength and power up. It's a different goal than what you had the week before, but it's kind of still on the journey to where you want to get to in the end. So look at that. Heavy is fine. Changing your reps so your form is there right to the last rep, okay, is what you need. At the end now, last one, rest and recovery. Okay, should we work out every day? No, if you're going to work out on strength training every day, if you're a beginner, I wouldn't suggest it at the beginning. You want to make those adaptations to your body. You want it to understand how your body's feeling. So I would stick with more of total body training and do it 3 times a week with a gap between, and try that, okay, first until you've adapted to it. I would then probably draw out at another set here and there, and then eventually, once I know that you can go to the gym daily, if that's what you're saying, you want to go to the gym daily, then I would give you a different split body part program for you daily. I'd still advise 2 active rest days. So your active daily rest would be probably going with a walk with your friend, having a little recovery swim, something like that, if you still want to be in an active environment on those days off. Going for a massage, relaxing, but if you're having a deep tissue massage, it's not advisable either to then jump back in the gym the next day because it's been like a workout for your body, so you need a little bit more rest and recovery on that. Keep loose, keep relaxed, keep motivated. Points again, not warming up, poor technique, too fast, too light, focusing on imbalanced muscle groups, moving too quickly off your program to another program before that one has given you any progress or gains. Pushing through the wrong pain, not working with the right pain, discomfort there, copying someone else's program that isn't specifically for your body type, working too heavy, and not getting rest and recovery. Common mistakes. I hope you enjoyed that. Let's be back tomorrow for some more stuff. I will be going into the gym using some heavier weights this week, giving you some tuition on that. I hope this has been useful to you. Drop in the comments if you've watched on the replay. Drop some comments down there if you want some different advice for me to give around strength training this week. I love strength training. Absolutely love it. Have a fabulous day. See you later. Bye. Bye. End.